agents, you definitely need to pay attention to what just happened with the 21st Century Road to Housing Act, because it is laying the foundation for policy for at least the next 10 years. The government stepped in big here, and this is at a federal level, and what they've recognized is that the answer to actually solving our housing issues, both affordability and supply, is not subsidies. It's figuring out how to make the supply happen. So there's many things that have happened in this act, and one of the things is cutting the red tape, all that bureaucracy in releasing land, right? There's a lot of federal land that could be great private land, and some needs to be protected for certain reasons. However, there's a lot that can be released, but that process typically would take months or years, not weeks like it should. Additionally, there are other red tape and bureaucracy issues around permits, and we need to make sure inspections and everything else are done in the right way. We've seen it here, right here in Vegas, where houses are sinking, and the Mandalay Bay, when it was built, was sinking, and they had to do something about that. So that's very important. However, the actual permit situation, we shouldn't have a backup where it takes 3, 4, 5 months to even get permits out for the site inspection to happen to begin with. So that red tape and bureaucracy out the window. They're also going to be focusing on manufacturing and supplies for these home builders to make sure that that things are more plentiful and it doesn't really bottleneck at the supply chain level. And then a big one is that some of the big institutional investors, well, they're going to be capped. Now, are they going to find workarounds by doing subsidiaries and different LLCs and what have you? Maybe, but hopefully we'll have an eye on that, so that way the institutional investors are not in lockstep and head-to-head competition with our everyday buyers and sellers. We just don't necessarily want nor need that. And that creates the housing shortage, and that creates a rental America, and we don't want that either. So this is really exciting, and it's really, more exciting, honestly, for Vegas than it is for a lot of other places across the country, because we have so much demand, we have so much need, we have so many people moving here. A study came out just last week that said that over the last 30 years, we've had more people move here than any other state by percentage. We've had incredible growth. Arizona has as well, but a little bit less than ours by percentage. So, I know that when I came here in 1993, we were still under 1 million people, and now we're over 2.5 million people. So it's pretty wild what's happening, and housing is a big, big component. Now, just so you know, for your clients, I don't expect, nor do most other people expect, housing prices or mortgage rates to just overnight plummet. As a matter of fact, I personally don't expect them to really go down much, if any at all. What I expect is that housing won't outpace wage growth and